Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Rob's Memories. Hey, if you guys want to stay updated on my videos, hit the little subscribe button somewhere down there below. Alright, so then when I get a video out, it'll notify you. Alright? Okie dokie. So, I'm behind a truck at the moment as I'm going home from work. Back in the day when I worked UPS and Ring, there was days I would get home, did not even know how did I get home? Did I sleep with one eye open? I mean, what occurred? And that's usually between in between UPS and Ring. I used to start work at UPS at 9 o'clock, 9:30. Work until 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then head home, and then be back at Ring by 6:30. So in between UPS and Ring, I would go home, which I don't know. I just didn't make. I mean, I should have just went to Ring and just slept in my car, but I didn't. I'd rather sleep in my own little bed and stuff. But anyway. That's what happened. I used to get off UPS, head on home, take a nap, and then head back to Ring. So basically, 13 miles from UPS to home, and 13 more miles back from home to Ring Container. So basically a 26-mile round trip. And obviously, I wouldn't get much sleep, maybe an hour of that. Sometimes I get off UPS early, but sometimes I would just get off later than that. But anyway, so there was times I would get home. How did I make it home? I mean, one day I woke up in Harvard, believe it or not. My body just, I was so tired, and I made it to Harvard. I woke. What the hell is this? I was near that cow statue. So what the hell? There's another time I looked up in Life Touch. That was not too far from my house, but I was in the parking lot of Life Touch. Those were some scary times back then when I was working two jobs, and if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have the two jobs. I mean, I lost a lot of Bobby's younger days, and sometimes I did wish I didn't have to have those two jobs, but we weren't really making a lot of money, both jobs. I mean, Lori was putting her through school, and Bobby was up and coming, and was in sports, and I did what I could to make sure my kid had everything that I never had. And in that aspect, I would do what I had to do to make sure my kid had stuff, right? That he had vacation, that he had great stuff to eat. But, I mean, you're going to see some of my memories are going to go back when I first started Ring, and Laura and I was living paycheck to paycheck, but we'll talk about it in another memory. But anyway, I would wake up in certain odd spots. Driving home from UPS to home, and then going back to Ring. Going to Ring wasn't bad. There was that going home from UPS to home. And one day I got a little knock. It was a police officer in Loves Park there. He said, "What's going on?" I said, "Dude, I was so tired. I just get off of UPS, show him my UPS badge." And he was a nice cop. He followed me home, and those were some spooky times back then, I'm telling you. Hit a few curbs. Not gonna lie. There's times I thought I was gonna get killed, but I'm glad I don't have to do that no more. And that was some part of my life, It was just That's how it was. But I remember one day though, on the way to ring from home, there was a day I was really tired. I think I got up to UPS about, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock. I went home just to, change clothes and all that stuff. But then I had to go back the opposite way because I had to be at ring, right? And the travel path from home to ring is the same. I do it all the time. Forest Hills down to 2nd Street to Kishwaukee and to ring. Well, I'm telling you this much. I can probably... I was tired, and I could make it to ring with no issues. Even though when I open, both eyes closed, basically. It's just my body just knows this path. The path I'm on right now. Going home, going Kishwaukee down to 3rd Street to 2nd Street to Forest Hills to Painted Pony to Loudon. Just my body knows this route. Been doing this for how many years now? 29 years. I'm gonna be 29. I was out in Ventura Avenue for a year basically, but my body knows this route. One day though, they were doing some construction on this street, and that really threw my body off though. They had to actually do a different route. But anyway, that's the days, I had to make sure my kid had food and vacation and clothes. We made sure Bobby had more of what we did. I didn't have nothing growing up as a kid. I made sure Bobby had everything. People say, "Oh, he had a silver spoon." No, he didn't. There's no silver spoon there. It's because Lori and I want to make sure our kid had stuff. Like our kids now. And I lived for my kids. I lived for Bobby back then. That was me taking care of Bobby, taking care of Lori. I was proud how I take care of my family, and proud of him now. Anyway, I gotta go. This video is a little bit too long. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, anyway, you guys rock and roll, party every day, rock and roll. Until next time, Rob's Memories.